friends, thanks for joining me today. Well, it is another Tassel Tuesday and I'm really excited to show you these tassels. I did not do a process video on it. If you're interested in that, of how I make my tassels, there are several videos prior to this one that pretty much show how I put them together. But I had so many tassels that I wanted to show you, because I wanted to make a bunch of them, and not a bunch, but like 6. And I wanted to get them into my shop because it's into the season now where, people are creating more Christmas journals and things like that. So I wanted to make sure that I had some tassels available for anybody who might like to get one. I think today I'll be showing you 5 or 6 tassels that I made. I had so much fun making them. They're all just adorable and wonderful in their own way, and it was just so much fun for me to make such a variety of them. So I hope you enjoy watching.
This first tassel was actually a special order. Somebody had messaged me through my Etsy shop and asked if I could make them a fall tassel for their fall journal that they had created. So what we have here is some fall material and also some kind of a off-white satin ribbon, and then some off-white kind of fluffy chenille yarn. And then I put a bronze key on there, and then some fall colored beads and a feather and a nice big silver leaf. She also asked she wanted a certain brooch that was on my site, but it was a little bit too big for the journal that she had made. So she asked, could I make her one that was just a little bit smaller? So I did. I've got this pin brooch here, and I added some beads in oranges and yellows and some wood beads. And then I have a wooden key and a bronze feather and a leaf. And then just for fun, I made her some matching paper clips. The next tassel that I want to show you is, I'm just in love with it, really. Well, I love all my tassels, but here's the back. Let me just start with the back. So the back looks as pretty as the front, except we do have a little bit more of this on the front, this nice shiny gold ribbon. This actually is brand new, but well, not really. It was a thrift store find, but it was on an unopened spool. So this is it was originally white cotton fabric, and I coffee dyed it, and I actually coffee dyed it when I made a special order for someone, and this was the leftover fabric. I've added some of this thinner ribbon here with some gold on it, so all of this works really nicely together. Then I have some chenille, not yarn, but well, it is yarn because this is like stuff that you make sweaters and scarves with. Then I have some small vintage cotton yarn, and I got these at an estate sale. And then, as you can see, and this is called a puff top tassel, which I love, and I did the handle. It's large enough to hang on almost anything. And here we have this adorable gnome with a little gold body, pink hat, pink hands, cute little nose, and fluffy white beard, and a white pom-pom on top of the hat. So I just thought this was adorable, and this is a one of a kind. In the whole wide world, you will not find another one like it. And here we have another tassel that is also one of a kind, and you'll notice, you will recognize from the last tassel, some of this gold ribbon is in here and some of the coffee dyed fabric, but this has been mixed with some of the fabric before it was coffee dyed. So we've got the white and the cream in here, and then we have some creamy satin ribbon, and also some more of the chenille yarn. And what else? I think that's what I did in this one. I didn't put any of the other yarns in here. This one, it just has a little bit of a different look. Here's the back. This one is shorter than the other one, but you can see very, very fluffy. This one measures to the top of this, not the hanging part, but the top of this is about 7 inches, maybe just a little bit taller than 7 inches. Let me go ahead and tell you the length of this one. So this one is almost 10 inches. Next up on this wonderful Tassel Tuesday, I have these. Now you guys know I don't typically make two of a kind, but these are so cute that they are similar. They're not identical, of course, but they are very, very similar. I essentially used similar things, but actually this one has some different ribbon in it, and I'll show you that in just a minute. So what we've got here is some torn cotton fabric, red and white, and then this white satin ribbon with snowflakes on it. And then I've got this, it's almost cream color on the inside, but it's white. It's just, you can see it's not quite as bright, but it's definitely in the white family. And it's got gold right here on the edges. And I found this wonderful yarn at the thrift store, and I love it so much because it reminds me of snow, and I'm almost out of it, and I love it so much, and I'm hoping to find more. And then there's this cute little hat, like snowman hat, and so I put that on. And then if you wanted to hang it on a book, you could actually use this and add like a little metal hook to it and use this to tie it or something like that. So here's this one. And then like I said, this one is quite similar. The hat sits slightly differently because the puff top is a little smaller on this one. So we've got the same beautiful satin snowflake ribbon and this material, but what's different is on this one I used this, it's really yarn actually, and I believe it's for making scarves. I found this at the thrift store. But what I love about it is, to me, it reminds me of like a sweater. So I thought it was perfect in like this wintry tassel. So I hope you love my little snow tassels, little snowman or snow girl tassels. I love them and think they're adorable, of course. So they are measuring from the bottom to the top is about 9 inches. And now we have this little holiday tassel. So this one, as you can see, is blue and white, and I have used a blue and white material that actually I got from my friends Robbie and Tina. Thank you, Robbie and Tina. And I have used a white satin ribbon with the gold edge. You saw that in some of the other tassels. And then we have what I'm gonna call our sweater yarn. And then I used a white, this is not yarn, it's more like a rope. So I used this throughout, and I think that was it as far as yarn and ribbon and things like that. And then of course I embellished it with this little candy cane that is blue and white striped, and then I made these, I had these little glass balls. Actually I'd gotten these from BB Craft a long time ago, and so I put little seed beads inside, gold and light blue, and so I hung 2 of those from it. Here's the back. The back is plain but still pretty. And so there we are on the front. So let's measure that so that you can see the size. Top to bottom, not including the hanging part, this one measures at 8.5 inches. I had some fabric left over from when I made Soleil's tassel for her 1-year YouTube anniversary challenge. And so I thought, well, since I have some left over, let me make some more tassels with it. So that's what I've done. I have this pretty flamingo fabric. Some of the flamingos have Christmas hats on them, so they're super cute. And I've used some pink satin ribbon and our white kind of sweater ribbon, if you will. And then I have added this little bell for an embellishment with these, whoops, with these little guys that look like ornaments. And there is a pink ribbon on top used as the holder. Oh yeah, and let's measure it. Just over 8 inches. It looks about 8.25 inches. All of the tassels will be available in my Etsy shop if you are interested. Here's the back of this one, very simple, but lots of nice satin ribbon. I would hang this on my Christmas tree, honestly. It's just so pretty. Actually, all of my tassels I would be willing to hang on my Christmas tree because they're so pretty. But they'll look beautiful on a journal as well. I've got some cream and gold and red. This was like cotton music material, and then I coffee dyed it. And we have some sheer black and some nice creamy colored satin ribbons. And then here we have a thrifted necklace that I used. And then we added to the necklace a charm that says believe. Over here I've got a nice music note. It's like one of those pins that you'd put on a lapel or something. And then we have another charm here, let go, let God. And then we've got, coming down this chain from the necklace, we've got these cute little spools. So one's got the matching satin ribbon. Another has some of the cotton music material wrapped around it, also with like a little glass bead. And then we've got this one, which has, I think this is called like a tartan print, this here. And I wrapped some of that around the spool, and then I wrapped the satin ribbon over top. And then I put a pearl and a glass bead, and then on top of that is another brown pearl, and then some small beads that I just strung on like the eye pins. I will try to zoom in so you can see all of that. Now our second tassel is similar but different. So we have used the same cotton fabric that I coffee dyed, the same really pretty red satin ribbon, and also the sheer black. To this one I have added some brown ribbon that's got like a nice little shimmer to it. And then we've got our cream colored ribbons again. And then in this one I also added another cream ribbon, and this one, it's like got some tiny, very, very tiny polka dots on it. It's a monochromatic polka dot. So then over here we have used a necklace again, thrifted necklace, and then I did some beading. So we have a little tiny gold, I think they're called seed beads, and then this like a creamy colored bead, and then another gold seed bead, and then the dark brown. So I did that several times on here, and then I did one of the spools in the cotton fabric, and then I did a bigger spool in the cotton fabric, and then I put some satin ribbon on there. Also on here of interest is this little pin here, and it says I sing tenor. I got this at an estate sale, so that's a nice little addition, especially considering that this is, you know, music notes on this fabric. Well friends, I hope you enjoyed seeing all the holiday tassels. I feel like you could use them on your junk journals. I hang them around my house. Sometimes I'll move a picture down off the wall and just put, you know, even like a cluster of tassels there. They are good for embellishing gift bags and boxes. And I have a couple hanging from lamps, and you know, some people hang them from chairs or bedposts. I have some hanging in my dining room on like the little knobs on my, what do they call it, a curio, or you know, my little cabinet that holds my dishes. I can't remember what that's called. Anyway, I really am so glad that you are here. If you are new to my channel, I want to thank you for being here. And if you are one of my friends that keeps coming back, I have to tell you how much I appreciate you. I'm almost to 700 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. So again, thank you for that, you guys. You're awesome. And so thanks for watching. See you soon.